Off of play action, here's Lance.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there right off the bat. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Flushed out right. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Here's Lance.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
2nd down and 8.
Play action. Now it's Locke.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. It's complete to Chris Conley. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And we often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Locke trying again after the pick six. And Jones has it over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Second down and 4.
Throwing now is Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 69 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
To throw, it's Lance. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Throwing on first down is Lance.
This is caught. It's Brown.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, Charles, you look at this offense, they're the number 1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Marquise Brown.
27 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to take on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Locke's throw into the hands of Fant.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. From the 24, Locke.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Samson Abukum in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Jacob Harris
There to make the grab.
and the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
With the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They fake the handoff, now Locke. He's got the hook up with Conley. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. This is the tight end fan. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a handoff looking right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
and he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Lance, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And Lance now to throw.
Tried for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Lock, left side here, that's the tight end fan. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them to 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Lock now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And Lance's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Lance now on first down.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Bull able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A final shot before half for Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Trey Brown. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And Lance going to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, You can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Got a man open. It's Ross. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th-quarter lead.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Flushed out right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's...
Now Rock, he lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Locke. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now Locke, gotta have this one. Looking deep for Julio. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he's got his target, Harris.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Lance looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Looking downfield for Jones.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. In his end zone, here's Locke. Complete to Jones. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Locke now on first down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one, 34 yards. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance.
And that will will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Carry for LeGarrette Blount. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught. Tolbert. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, he bowls over it.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Newton. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. They'll go to Blount, try and pound it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a give right side. Blount. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And Blount will not get there. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 84 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, Blunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. On first down, Blunt, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Great effort by Ted Hendricks defensively. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Credit into the 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10, Newton again. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play here for Dallas.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he is caught. It's Chad Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to...
He's got a man, complete, past the 20. And all the way in touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On first down, it's Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Newton. Dancing to his left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. For Marshall, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Brandon Marshall from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. His kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Play action. Now Brady. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Second and 20.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a play fake, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
To throw again on second down, Brady.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Brady going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
But he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And an incomplete pass. Stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Brady to throw again.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Chris Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on it.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on first down. Vick. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Newton on third down. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back to throw. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And Brady able to get down as he picks up a first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On second down, Johnson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Brady eluding the pressure right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. To throw is Brady. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Chris Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bruce Smith, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Now Newton.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They go to Johnson again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Run for Pollard, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Our 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Fighting through. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still